0-4. What kind of bullshit? All this amp around her, all this electricity, and they can't win a game? 0-4?
Welcome back to I'd Have a Beer. The I'd Have a Beer podcast is presented by Iron Soul. New episodes out every week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. And Mike, tell them what to do.
Slam those buttons. You're going to want to slam those buttons.
Follow the pod on all of our social media at IHAB Podcast. Mike, tell the people what's coming up.
We got Stanley Cup news. We got somebody who's predicting better than Bugatti bets. There's someone better out there than me. We'll tell you who. We got Bugatti bets in the building, of course. WNBA is fully up and running, but some teams have yet to leave the ground. We'll tell you who we're talking about. We got a couple of topics here that we want your takes on, let you know what we think. And then Manny has got a game for us. I don't even know what's going to go on. So stay tuned, sit down, and before we get into anything, I'd have a beer. You know what I think takes balls? Playing hockey in the NHL, I think I would not survive more than 30 seconds after I see 6'7", 5 guys hurling at me at 43 miles per hour, shooting pucks. I'd get on the bench as fast as possible. But these guys in the playoffs right now, heading towards Stanley Cup, Manny, your team's in it. Rangers, Panthers, are you pumped? You not pumped? Tell me how you see it going down.
All right, well, to answer your first question, yeah, I would be terrified to step on. I can't even ice skate, let alone have I ever been ice skating. So technically, I don't even know. I might be able to ice skate. I don't know. I've never tried. So let's start there.
You've never tried ice skating?
I've never gone ice skating, and
You never played pond hockey with the boys?
No, and I had numerous times to go ice skating when I was in college because there was like free skates nights, like Tuesdays and Thursdays or whatever, and I never went. I found something else to do.
Crazy.
And never went. So I don't even know if I know how to ice skate. Never tried, but I would not try in the NHL play a game. You know how like they like sometimes people ask you like, do you think you could get 1 yard in the NFL?
Yeah.
And most people were like, yeah, 1 yard. I think I could squeeze in 1 yard. You're not getting that 1 yard.
Let
alone are you going from never ice skating to try and I don't even know what the objective would be just to ice skate down the
If you can make it past the blue line, it would be impressive.
Yeah,
That's what it would be.
If I can make it out of the bench onto the ice without holding onto the railing.
You'll be like, I'm on, pass it on the wall. I can get it on the wall. Don't pass it anywhere else. Yeah.
I think somebody probably, if you got me upright standing, if I could even figure out how to stand, and you shot a puck my way, I'd probably fall.
Just out of reflex.
Then
flip.
Not good.
Yeah.
Hockey's not for me, but some guys that are good at hockey, speaking of the Rangers and the Florida Panthers. Here we are, Eastern Conference Finals.
You're lucky to be there. Oh,
here he is.
The Panthers, go Cats, go Rat King. Okay, you're lucky to be there.
I'm lucky to be there. Did it take 7 games for the Panthers to get into the Eastern Conference Finals? Did it take all 7? I think it did.
We had to take on the Bruins, and you guys had an easy path, and you almost blew it. It almost was a destruction, crumbling down.
It almost was, but there's this guy named Chris Kreider on the Rangers.
Yeah, had the game of his lifetime.
Unbelievable.
A hat trick in the third.
Guy gets a hat trick, and like the Rangers looked absolutely terrible up until that point in time because they lost. That would have been like, 3 losses in a row if they ended up losing that game. They let them back in, like you said, but we closed the door, and we finished them off in 6.
And
so
now
here we
you
go.
are in the championship game. I know one person who I follow for my sports bet, and you're probably thinking, Mikey Bugatti follows someone else for his sports bet?
Right.
Yes, I do. Here's the thing. You don't trust another person to help you make decisions in life. Only man has one best friend. And that man, my best friend, you might have heard his name before, Steph Furry. Okay, if you don't know this guy, Steph Curry, he calls them all out. He's the top sports predictor in his class. Okay, no one has outscored him. He's a dog. He's a corgi.
He
He
is a
is
dog.
cute, but he is
Yep.
correct. And this series, he picked the Panthers to win in how many games?
6? 5.
Six
What did you say?
games.
6
He
games?
said, I think he said 5 games. I think he said
Like 5
five
games?
games. So he's shooting basketballs from the top of his stairs, whatever basketball can it goes in. Steph Curry tells us the winners, and the winners this time are the Cats. So go Cats. They're going to the Stanley's Cup. They're going to win Stanley's Cup. They're going to bring Stanley's Cup home.
Hmm.
How do you say no to the dog? How are you going to go on the other side of the dog and tell him that he's wrong? What kind of American are you? Are you a cat guy? Say it.
Well,
You
I was
must be
going
a
to
cat
say,
guy.
you also got to remember, even if they win in 5, you still got to go and play for the Stanley Cup. You're not going to win the Stanley Cup after this series. You understand what I'm hearing?
Automatic.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
those 4 other games that you're going to have to play aren't going to matter.
Oilers, Stars, I don't care who it is. Automatic. Go
You're right.
Cats. All right. So Steph Curry, he's on the same side as Bugatti, as Mikey Bugatti, who's also in the building tonight. I could give him a call and get him on the phone. Give me 1 second. Mikey Bugatti's in the building right now, and he's got the bet for you for the Stanley Cup. Okay, This is it. This is a 2-legger, the one you've been waiting for. Yeah, I know I've been giving you a lot of safe bets, and they've been hitting. I've been giving you a lot of safe bets, and you've been making money, but you want the big one. You want to be able to put down $10 and come out with $10,000, or put down $40 and come out with $1,500. Well, here it is. You've been waiting. I got the prediction. I got the script. I know exactly how the series are going to go. Here it is. Panthers in 5, 4-1. Oilers in 7, 4-3. That's it. You give me $100 on this 2-leg series parlay, you're walking away with $4,000 before the Stanley Cup puck drops. Okay? Panthers in 5 games, 4-1. Oilers in 7 games, 4-3. You heard it here first, not only from me, but from Steph Curry.
I think if Steph Curry's correct and you guys are winning 5, I do believe tonight's game, the start of the series, Wednesday, May 22nd, is at Madison Square Garden, and I am 99% sure that Steph Curry picked the Rangers to win this game tonight.
I give the Rangers the first game for sure because they're at MSG, and I think the Rangers start hot, and then they start to fall down a little bit, and that's what you're going to see in 4 consecutive games as the Rat King shows you what his name is all about, okay? Not some schmuck who gets some hat trick, first time in his life, scores a goal, okay? No name. Everyone had to Google him. He was a hot search term, and they said, who is? Before his name, okay?
Speaking of Googling, without Googling, can you tell me who's the goalie of the Panthers?
Bob? You talking about Bob Browski? The guy's unstoppable. I showed you that highlight. He was athlete of the week maybe 3-4 weeks ago with the one-hander when he gets it with the stick behind his back. You didn't see it?
Bob, what's his name?
Bob Browski. Bob Dubrowski. It's like Bob. I can't pronounce his last name. Go ahead, look it up.
Let's see if you even get the first name right with Bob.
I know it's Bob.
It's Mikey Bugatti. You know, I know you're a betting man, and I'll be a betting man with you. I'll be a betting man with you right now. You're gonna go with Bob as his first name Let's go for a measly $100 because I know you got it. Let's go for a measly $100.
It's Sergei Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky.
I'm like, there's no way this guy's name is Bob and his last name is Serbrowski.
I'm sitting in the stadium and we're all screaming Bob because they make a save like that. We're not sitting there going Sergey.
Whatever, man. Okay.
Well, he's fantastic, and we love him.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Listen, there's no NHL team out here anymore, so I live and die as a Panther fan. If you haven't heard the news, the Coyotes have moved to Utah They're still unnamed, but I think they could come up with something cool. Maybe like the Iceman or the Yetis. That would be some dope ass name.
Is that going to be your new team?
No, because they're not in this state. I'm not driving 5 hours to go watch a hockey game when I can fly to Florida in 5 hours as well and go back to the Panthers game.
Will you be flying to Florida or not? Will you be flying from Florida to New Jersey in July? Speaking of Florida,
I can't explain to you. For listeners out there, this guy wants me to come to AC after I'm in a trip in Florida. It's the weekend after. I can't explain to you how expensive it is to fly from Key West to AC for 2 days. It's like a $2,000 venture for Atlantic City, or I can pay for an all-inclusive trip to the Dominican Republic for $400 less.
yeah.
What
but
do you
that's like
for a
9
week?
That's like 9 months away.
Okay. And I give you $2,000 now for 48 hours, or I give you $1,600 for 8 days. That's a no-brainer.
I would like to see you in 30 days.
Then you're gonna have to fly here, and I'll pay for your stay and flight, and that would cost me far less.
Well, we
I'll
can
even
do
pay
that.
for all
I
your
mean, I didn't
beers.
know that was an option on the table. We can do that.
I'll pay
Fuck
for all your
everybody
beers.
else.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else. I'll come out.
That's
Fuck it.
We could go to a pool party here 4 days in a row, and I can promise you the chance of rain is always 0. No
All
hail
right.
over here. No towels in the pool party over here.
I see what you're talking about. I didn't understand
Huh?
what you were talking about at first, but I get it now.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a one-time thing, and it was a fluke.
Can't be too sure.
It was a fluke
Can't
situation.
be too sure.
But all right, let's go Rangers tonight. MSG. What time? 7:30, I think. Whatever.
I think
it doesn't
so.
matter. It could be 7:30. It could be 8 o'clock. It could be 9 o'clock. It could be 1 a.m. It doesn't matter. Rangers win Game 1 at MSG against the Florida Panthers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I believe you on this. I
That's
believe you.
hockey. That's hockey.
Yeah.
That's hockey. I'm Manny Motts, and that's Mikey Bugatti. But that's hockey. All right.
That's hockey. Okay, the
Yeah, baby.
WNBA is well in at least 4 games into their season, and Caitlin Clark and the Fever are winless. 0-4. What kind of bullshit? All this amp around her, all this electricity, and they can't win a game? 0-4? Caitlin Clark effect is off the court only. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think she's done more for the game in her professional
Than in the
career so
game.
far off the court than in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She should have taken Dave Portnoy's $3 million to play 3-on-3. Then she'd be undefeated. Instead, she's 0-4, behind by 4 games. They do play tonight, okay, where they could get their first win against the Storm, wherever that team's from, Seattle.
Let's talk about this
another.
WNBA schedule. So you're telling me that the Fever are 0-4.
Yeah.
So that means they played 4 games. Okay.
Just like everyone.
What is our favorite team? The I'd Have a Beer team that we're most invested in?
Yeah.
Chicago Sky. How are they looking? What's their record?
Chicago Sky looking nice, middle of the range of the bracket here. For anyone who doesn't know how many teams are in the WNBA, a dozen. There's a dozen teams. Okay, small league, keeping it tight. Only the top 12 teams make it into the WNBA because there's only 12. The Sky are in 7th place with a record of 1-1. Somehow have only played 2 games where the Fever has played 4. So you're behind 2 games, and the Fever plays tonight, so they're going to be on a 5th game. Who the fuck made this schedule? How are you already on a bye week and maybe you didn't play a game yet? How is that even 4 games
2
in?
games. You didn't play.
Doesn't even make
play
sense.
2 games. So what did they have? 2 buys?
They sick. The whole team was sick. There's only 12 teams. You're only playing each team twice, maybe 3 times. What is this schedule? That doesn't even make sense.
Wait a minute. I just realized. Wow, I'm an idiot, but I just realized that the WNBA season doesn't follow the NBA season because we're in playoffs here with the NBA, and the WNBA is just like started. 4 games in. Yeah.
Well, because they share stadiums, so
that's also a good point. But so do the Knicks and Rangers, and they were just in the playoffs together, and they were constantly.
Well, they knew that they both wouldn't,
Yeah, yeah,
So
because I'm pretty sure one team is playing tonight. One
you
series,
pick
and
one or
they're
the
in.
other. So they went. The Knicks came
Oh,
in
that's
and the
what
Rangers
happens.
came in and like, this
Got
is
it.
our year. Let's flip a coin. And
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
gotcha.
Mm.
Got it. I
Mm-hmm.
get it how it
Mm-hmm.
works. Okay, all right. So maybe that's why Chicago Sky's only played 2 games because the the Blackhawks suck. Who else is out there? Possibly sharing that stadium. Are the Bulls? The Bulls aren't playing.
No, no. The
Yeah.
Suns aren't playing over here. There was a Justin
Hmm.
Timberlake concert here last night. They definitely had time to fucking play a game. Okay, I don't know what they've been doing.
WNBA. How many games are they playing?
I see 12 teams. I can only imagine. Let me go to last year. Final record: 40 games.
Okay.
40 games.
If it was only 12 games, I'm like, no way. I played more than 12 games in my rec league when I was 8. No way. It's like 12 games and then
Red
it's just
team, tonight you're
yeah.
playing the slightly redder team. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring your away jerseys, please.
Yeah, the
Everyone's
slightly
in red.
redder team doesn't even have enough players, so actually you got to go play on their team, so it's even numbers.
Oh, I love when that happens. Like, all right, who wants to play for the other team? I'm like, no one. No one does.
No, we
We've
practice
all just
with these
trained
guys.
together.
Yeah. Now
All
I'm gonna
right,
go.
You're gonna go play with these new
4
kids.
strangers. Yeah.
Hey, name's Manny. I'm pretty good. You know what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. All right.
The other coach starts drilling you. How'd you come over here? You're the
Run
worst
the
one.
play we practice, coach.
Yeah.
I was practicing with them all week. What are you fucking talking about? Run the play.
I was doing the telephone. I've never heard of the pillow squash. I don't know this play. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
You're running around. It always starts with like all 7 in a line and then you break apart and you're like, all right, run.
Yeah. Why is Manny just doing suicides? I don't know. I don't know.
You've just given up.
Yeah.
You've just given up.
Every time I touch the ball, I'm just running with it. Travel. I don't give a shit. It's not my team. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. They would just plant the mole to lose the game over there. That's it.
Yeah.
You score in the wrong basket. Oh,
CYO,
this one.
CYO games were crazy, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
That's
stuff
where
on
you make the money. Betting on the CYO games.
Oh, dude. The bookies were out in the parking lot for those games.
You're making cash.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's
trip
go.
On your shoelace.
Let's go Chicago Sky. Maybe unless they have another bye this week. Is it possible for them to have 3 buys?
I don't think they're playing this week. I don't think they're playing. Let me see. Chicago Sky plays next tomorrow against the Liberty, who are in first place, undefeated.
They're back from vacation. Good. Got it.
Yeah.
Maybe they can't. They can't play a game unless everybody on the team is like healthy. Maybe if one person gets hurt,
they
have
only
to take a mandatory bye.
5 players, so if one's sick, that's it.
It's good. I love that league's turning into a total free for all. Good. That's good for sales. It's good. All right. Well, Chicago Sky's back at it next week, and we'll be rooting for them here on I'd Have a Beer.
Absolutely.
Good luck, girls.
Good luck, girls. We love all those college players and what they've done. Speaking of college, I have a hot take about college. I got a hot take over here. I think that the best years that you could have gone to college were between 2014 to 2018. And here's why. Okay. We had the best music coming out of 2014 to 2018. We had Avicii. House music just started to connect and get to that real hot time where all those big bangers were coming out. Okay. Swedish House Mafia was popular at the time.
Yeah.
David Guetta hit you with those big bangers that would always come up on the radio now. Pitbull was just becoming the most Pitbull he could Pitbull at this time. Mr. 305 Pitbull came out. Mr. 305. Yeah, absolutely. All right. And then we had social media just starting to peak a little bit. Instagram was getting hot, but not influencer hot. More like, I want to show you what I'm doing, having a good time. All right. Snapchat just started to come out. So Snap was kind of cool for a little while. It's still fresh. Not like, oh, can I get your Snap instead of your phone number like weirdos do now? Right. It's the time where social media was dope. Technology was on the rise. The iPhones were innovating every year instead of just making it bigger, faster.
More cameras.
Like cooler things were coming out for the phones. Okay. And this was before two big things, I think, and this is why college was way better then than now. Before all this cancel culture and wokeness and we all matter, because before we didn't matter, and now that we're saying it out loud, it meant before that we didn't, and everyone else before us hated us, and that's why they didn't speak up for us. Cancel this person, cancel that person. You can't say this anymore. Jokes aren't funny. If you don't laugh, that means you mean it. Okay. And of course, before COVID, there was no online bullshit. Okay. We're going to class. We're sitting there. We're hating class just like everyone else. Parties were awesome. We're having house parties. We're having whatever, ragers in the dorms. And then you go home a break and you go hang out at the bars from all your friends from break. It was, I think 2014 to 2018 was the most electric time to go to college. Now I feel like it's so fucking stressful. I wouldn't even want to go to college. I would hate it.
It's terrible, right? Right now, it's terrible. I gotta ask you, what years were you in college for?
2014 to 2018. Just doing the math here.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
It almost sounds like you're talking about your exact situation. Almost sounds like.
But it's the peak of everything. Because right now, social media sucks. Social media is so stupid. Everything's influencer, or everything is I need to show off what I'm doing. Before it was like, it doesn't hit the same when you post on social media. Yeah. Music, house music, and EDM is getting. That culture is going down.
I totally agree with what you're saying, but it is just hysterical that this whole thing is it's based off of whether you want to call it this is based off of when I went to college. It's basically what this segment was called.
Off facts. I'm giving you straight facts.
Oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
Ask them, when did you go to college? I'm like,
when did you go?
And I do the math. I'm like, 56.
Yeah, like you didn't actually know what was happening here, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So let us know when you guys went to college and what your favorite 4 years were. If you went maybe different years.
Yeah, if you graduated in 2017, you're a pussy because only good things happened if you went to school from 2014 to 2018. If you graduated before or after that timeline.
You suck.
Shot. You didn't get the good experience.
Yeah. College didn't even happen.
No, you didn't get to witness Pitbull. You're totally over your head. You didn't get to use. Remember Yik Yak? Do you remember Yik Yak?
Oh, Yik Yak. See what I'm saying? Yik Yak, I think, came out when I was like a freshman or sophomore, and this is how Yik Yak was. This is how Yik Yak was.
It was so good.
Things. There were 2 comments on there.
It was so good.
Was relevant to your area. So it was either. And if you don't know what Yik Yak was an anonymous Twitter where you can upvote or downvote or leave comments on what people would say. And if it got enough downvotes, it'd get deleted off the app. If it had enough upvotes, it'd get pumped up to the top where everyone would see it. And it would always be like, I don't know, the food in cafe today sucks. No one goes. The breadsticks are soggy worms. Upvotes. Or something everyone would be on. And then the other one would be like, trying to smoke some weed, meet at parking lot at 2. Upvote or downvote. And people are like, wow, what you wearing? And then it goes on this whole thread of people trying to meet up in a fucking parking lot.
I gotta find. I used to have I have some screenshots somewhere. Some screenshots of Yik Yak conversations.
My old Yik Yak account.
Well, they took the app. They took the app off.
See, I wish. If there was a way I could buy Mikey Bugatti's old iPhone where it had Flappy Bird, Yik Yak, and Vine with all of my info on it, I would give bread. I would get so much bread to get that.
The first one, I'm already dying.
I'm pumped.
The first one already. This has 175 ups. Okay. I'm guessing I went to school in upstate New York, so I'm guessing this was around the time where it was snowing and there was a chance we weren't going to have class. This person goes, "We'll nut if class gets canceled tomorrow." Okay. Yik Yak was so good. Undefeated Yik Yak because it was just anonymous, this dumb shit.
It was always something random. It was like, up this if cheese has impacted your life in a positive way. And it's like, okay, I'm going to
Low key,
definitely
that's kind
upvote
of how
this.
Twitter is though right now. You can literally
Yeah.
just make up some random name and just literally say whatever you want on there anyway. X.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like something
that's
nuts
so
that
funny.
like no one can relate to. It's like, the real MVPs are those who typed answers into questions on Yahoo
Mhm.
like 7 years ago when you're like
Mhm.
searching like how to tie two shoes together and throw them over a wire, and someone's like, what you're going to want to do is
Hot take. I think also if you went into if you were in college in the timeline that Mikey Bugatti said was the
Yes.
glory days of college. Also,
The
it was.
only
I'm
ones.
going to make the argument. It was a lot harder. It was a lot harder for us because there was no AI, Chat GBT to put our
yes.
tests and answers in. And you just jogged my memory when you said went to Google and put those in. If you were lucky, if you copied and pasted the answer into Google, sometimes
The
some
question.
some generous soul put
Yes.
the answers out on the web so you would
Yes.
be able to find word for
What's
word
the name of that
answers.
site where you would get all the answers?
Oh, right. Quizlet?
That's it. It was fucking
Wow.
Quizlet. And if you got lucky enough, if you were even more lucky, they would have the remaining of the questions that you didn't even type in yet because it was the
Yes.
same paper. And if you
Yep.
were super lucky, it was not the pay $10 to see the rest of
Yeah.
it. You could just get them all. And you're like, fucking thanks, Jane S. from
Yeah.
2 years ago who took the same class as me.
Thank
Fucking
God.
I wish
Yeah.
I'd hug you right now for getting me an
Oh,
A
yeah.
on this
Those
literature.
came in clutch. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
those
Mm-hmm.
were so good. It would be such a great feeling when you knew I'm not prepared for this test at all. I'm going to fail this test, and then you find
Jane
the
S.
answers. When this is also going on a time too, where most of the tests were still in person. Like there wasn't a lot of online classes yet.
I don't think I ever took a test online unless it was in class, but online, but in
Yeah.
class. I've done those. So they're still hawking over you. And of course, the classes are like 3 rows. So the teacher would just sit in the back. And as soon as someone would flinch, he's like, whoa, hey, eyes down. Eyes down. And then he hit me with like a pencil or something.
All right. College. Yeah. Good times. Yik Yak. Great.
The best. Wow.
Quizlet.
Yik Yak. I hope they make a comeback. I feel like it could get really popular on there.
Like I said, I don't think we need it because there's just freaking anonymous people on Twitter just freestyling whatever they want, just saying whatever they want.
Twitter's wild. Every time I'm on there, it's always like someone getting beheaded, or it's just porn, or it's just the most wildest videos, and I'm like, I gotta get off this
What are we
app.
talking about here, though? Freaking, they literally had to ban this guy from Twitter. Don't forget, our 46th president, Donald J. Trump, got to get banned from Twitter because he was freestyling way too much, apparently, on Twitter, saying whatever he wanted. So I don't think we need a Yik Yak when we had a president. Or you just see people
slapping cheeks on there, but the president can't send out a single tweet.
Yeah, you got Sky Bree just friggin' doing whatever she's doing on Twitter, and then we got the president just like, he's
like, stop the Illuminati now. We're all in trouble. Get this fucking guy out of here.
We're gonna bomb their shit out of them.
Yeah. Iran's coming. Everyone stay indoors.
Shit. Good. Yeah,
God, Twitter's dope. Why?
You think airplane like would do? What do you?
It makes no difference.
Do we need it? Do we actually need it? Like, do you need to do that? I don't think
it's real. I think if no one puts their phone on airplane mode, is the airplane not going to take off? Is the pilot going to come back there and be like, whoa, seat 16A, come up here, please?
Yeah, you just get escorted off the plane.
Yeah. Just because I want to watch some TikTok videos right before you're taking off. Okay? I don't want to watch you do this fucking video. Okay, if the mask comes down, put it over yours first before your neighbor. I know. I'm going to save my life. I know. And I don't think it's going to make a difference if the plane nosedives into the Pacific Ocean at 101 miles per hour.
Yeah.
This is not going to save me, okay?
Let alone, I don't think having your phone on airplane mode. I think when we were younger, they I don't know how, I don't even remember how or how it started, but I just, for whatever reason, I've just been brainwashed to think if you don't have your phone on airplane mode on a plane, you will maybe scramble the radio waves with the tower in the plane, or God forbid, send the plane down into the Atlantic.
Let me put it in, and this will help you understand it easier because I figured it out not too long ago, but I figured it out. The airplane mode on your phone while you're in a plane
Yeah.
is the light on in the car when you're in the back seat.
Great analogy.
That's what it is. They
Great
just want
analogy.
to. They just want to have control over you, just a little bit more for no fucking reason. I never turn it on. I actively watch videos with the screen turned while they're coming by, so they know that I'm using service.
Sir, you need to store that device. Yeah, I'm like, this has to be. I think this is a myth. I think we've been lied to. We've been bamboozled. Like the
I
light
think it is a lot.
in the back of the car while your parents are driving. I think we've been bamboozled. This airplane
I set my
mode.
shit up a movie, and while she's doing her little thing, I laugh audibly so she understands that I'm not even listening to her in the slightest.
Let's also note Mike is a lifetime flyer with Spirit, so things might apply or not apply differently to Spirit Airlines compared to Delta, JetBlue.
Quick.
Yeah, Spirit is a taxi cab with 2 wings. That's what it is.
Listen, they're rolling out starting next year.
Yeah, they're rolling out body bags.
Okay. Yep. You lock your feet into place like in an X formation.
Yeah.
And you fly with the plane.
Yeah.
You turn, they turn. Okay?
They're gonna let you. I heard they're gonna let you open the window too at your seat. They're gonna let you open it and stick your head out.
And they have an iPhone holder. It's a hat with a stick, and it holds the iPhone in front of your thing. So when you're moving, it moves with you.
That's it.
It's 7D. It's 7D. 7D.
That's how much it costs to fly too. 70 cents.
70
it's real good.
Cents. That's it.
Just 70. It's like 70 what? It's just 70.
Just 70. That's it.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I was like thinking about it because I got a couple flights coming up, and I'm like, was just thinking about it. I heard somebody else talk about it. And I'm like, I think this is another myth. This airplane mode on a plane. But you think about it, all devices pretty much have airplane mode. So it's got to be for something. I know like what it actually does to your phone. It like kills the maybe connection to the satellites and stuff, or to the towers, to the cell towers. But at 35,000 feet, are you even getting service on your phone if you even try?
They tell you to turn it off when they're taking off, and then when you're up in the air, then you're allowed to turn it on. So what about all those other phones at other planes and all the other phones at the airport? They don't count? Only if it's in the plane?
I don't know. Like I said, like you said, I think it's like driving with the light on in the back of the car when your dad's driving.
Yeah. It's fugazi.
Not illegal. Would you rather lose your permanent hand or your permanent or your dominant hand or your dominant foot?
I was like, these are both permanent. Dominant hand or dominant foot? Dominant. I can get it replaced?
No.
I can't. So it's just nub. And how far? Just my hand?
This guy's asking like I got scenarios here. If you like a drop down window,
is the hand cut off right at the bottom?
You got no fucking hand and you got no fucking foot. Which one would you rather not have?
No hand. I replace it with a hook.
Okay.
I've always wanted a hook.
All right.
Next.
Would you rather live in the past or live in the future?
Do I keep my knowledge?
Yeah, sure, Mike. Yep.
And how far in the past? It's important.
However far you want to fucking go. I don't know. The past.
I'm going into those owning times. Yeah. Past.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
I'm gonna buy some things you can't buy right now.
All right. Would you rather play only single player games or only multiplayer games?
Multiplayer games.
Interesting. Okay.
But I can play alone, right?
Well, not if you have a hook as one of your hands.
Ooh, I'll play the Xbox 360 voice control games with the camera. Yeah. Those are the games I'll play.
All right, Stephen Hawking.
Jump.
All right, would you rather be a cat in a human body or be a human in a cat body?
Human in a cat body. Just go around and fuck people's days up, You're on the keyboard, I'm just going to shit on the keyboard. I know what I'm doing wrong. I want water. I'm going to go push the glass bottle.
I want water. I want water and catnip right now.
I'm just going to knock shit off counters all day long.
That's what you would want to do. All right.
Yeah, I would try to get adopted by like the richest family, and then whoever the maid was, you're having a tough life. I'm making a mess in every room I go into.
You're having a tough life.
Yeah, there's a party with all their friends coming over. I'm gonna eat as much food as possible to ensure that there's not enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have friends who are much smarter than you, or have friends who are much more attractive than you? Ooh,
Whoa.
Michael.
Never experienced any of these.
Yeah, tough. Even with a fucking claw on your hands, you haven't.
You'd definitely be uglier than me if I had a claw. Okay, most interesting guy in the room, arg. Okay,
That doesn't mean. Yeah, because that's what ladies are thinking about when they see a man with a claw. Arg.
I think they're thinking. How would that hook feel? That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about the hash slinging slasher. Yeah,
at night.
At night.
I would have to go with smarter than me, so that I could also become as smart as them. Because if they're better looking than me, I can never be better looking unless I
this
pay
next
for
one
it.
is fantastic.
Good.
Would you rather have a nose that never stops growing?
Oh shit!
Or have ears that never stop growing?
Wow. Just forever, they're just.
That means at one point you're never going to be able to turn left or right. Your nose is going to be so long.
My nose is going to rock people, but same with my ears. They'll just dust everything around me.
Oh, shit. I will be able to see you walking from like miles away.
Yeah.
Just your ears turning.
And I can hear you walking from miles away. I definitely would have to go with the ears at some point, I think.
You might be looked at as a king like that.
I would. Yeah, I could be.
That's great. Would you rather wear the same thing every day or never wear the same clothes twice?
Oh, never wear the same clothes twice. I'd have a ton of clothes.
You would have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather spend the day with your favorite athlete or spend the day with your favorite movie star? Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Favorite. So you're telling me Ricky Bobby or Mark Wahlberg are my options right now?
But both of those guys are movie stars. Ricky Bobby's a fictional character.
I don't think it's either a movie.
You got two movie star options.
I heard what you said, and you said athlete, and I picked my athlete, and now all of a sudden you're changing the rules on me, and now I picked my actor, and I picked my. So, what's the problem here? Because you don't identify Ricky Bobby as he's an athlete. He won the NASCAR Cup against Gerard.
He won the NASCAR Cup.
First of all, Mark Wahlberg anyway.
Okay.
I picked Mark Wahlberg anyway. I've always wanted to grow up to be his son. I've said that many times. Okay. So it's Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. All right. So movie star. Got it.
Mark, if you hear this, adopt me. Please. Help me.
Yeah, because you'd sound real good with a Boston accent.
I think that'd be friggin' sweet. That wasn't good.
No.
No.
You
park the car somewhere.
No.
That was better.
There you go. The car
wasn't good, but it was better.
It was. We need help, Mark. All right. Would you rather go a year without music or a year without video games? That's easy.
Year without video games.
Yeah,
easy.
That's easy.
I barely play them.
Yeah. Would you rather change your eye color or change your hair color? Ooh.
Oh, eye color. I looked this up the other day. I wanted to change my eye color. Guess how much it is to change your eye color?
I didn't even know you could do that.
You could do it. I didn't think so either. I was like, it's 2024. I feel like you can do whatever you want. $12,000. You could change your eye color, whatever color you want. I'm thinking I'd do like nice aqua green, or maybe
you would
that
look
blue
like
from
a
Dune.
Fucking weirdo with
I don't think so.
Jet black hair and blue eyes.
Yeah. I would look like from Dune, I know
what you're talking about. I actually just was watching
the Nissan Altima. Yeah. What's his name? Nissan Al Gaib?
Yeah.
You haven't seen Dune?
I've seen Dune, but not enough to know who the fucking Nissan fucking Pathfinder or whatever.
He's the main guy.
About. His name is Nissan?
It's
First of all, I'm pretty sure that's Japanese. It's number one.
Nissan Al Gaib, or what is it? It's something close to that.
I don't know.
Hold on. I'm going to look this up right now. Nissan.
You don't look like that guy from the main character in Dune. You don't look like him.
What's his name? Oh, it's the
Fuck.
Lasan Al Gaib.
You
Lasan
mean
Al
Jason
Gaib.
Aldean?
That's it. That's what it is. I think
I
it's
didn't know he was
Nissan
in that
Altima.
movie.
Yeah, that's it. He
All
sings
right.
that song. Ah, yeah.
Oh, we
Next.
got to end with this one. We got to end with this one as the last one. All right.
Hit me.
Mikey Bugatti. Would you rather play real life Minecraft or play real life Mario Kart?
Wow. Real life Mario Kart, that would be sick. I would be the black shy guy who looks like a terrorist, and I would dominate on the course.
Says every person when they think about Mario Kart.
He's my go-to character. Nothing pisses you off than losing to a small little terrorist. Who's your go-to guy in Mario Kart? And why is it Yoshi?
Why is it Jason Aldean with the blue eyes? Yeah.
Well, that's all for us here at IHAB. You know who to pick when you're playing Mario Kart. It's the black shy guy, terrorist guy. Everyone knows of course. He's the best.
Everybody's favorite.
Take us on out, Manny Motts.
That's all we have for you tonight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube. Follow us on all social media at IHAB Podcast. Let's go Rangers tonight. This will probably be airing after that game, but I'm assuming that Steph Furry, the dog, made the right prediction, and the Rangers will win this game against the Panthers. We love that. Drop a comment down below and let us know if you agree with Mikey Bugatti, if 2014 and 2018 was the best years for college. And if not, please why.
You're wrong.
Yeah, please why. We need to know why. And yeah, share this episode with a friend. Mike, any final words?
We'll see you next week on I'd Have a Beer. Good night, everybody.
I'd have a beer. Good night.